And this next fight right here, this is another fight I'm going to have a short breakdown on because I just don't want anything to do with this betting-wise. I feel like it's a very volatile fight. Two guys that go out there and wing hammers, like to brawl. And it's going to be Claudio Ribeiro's first fight in the UFC. He won his contract via the Contender Series. He got a really, really beautiful knockout on the Contender Series. And now he's going to be looking to make it, continue his win streak in the UFC. Abdul Razak Alhassan, he started out really hot in the UFC. Obviously had that bad accusation, and then his career's kind of down spiraled since then. He hasn't been able to get many wins. He did get that recent knockout win over De Chirico, and then even in his last fight, I will say against Joaquin Buckley, I feel like he looked pretty solid. Could have arguably won that fight, but he took the loss there, and now he's a slight favorite here over Claudio Ribeiro. But looking at his age, he's 37 years old, man. You got to remember that he's getting up there, and he's going to be the smaller guy in there. Ribeiro is going to be 6'1". He's going to have 2-inch height advantage. He's going to have a 4-inch reach advantage. And it should be, a really fun fight to watch. I feel like Razak is the fighter that I see a lot of people are picking. And I do think he's the more technical striker. I do think that he probably has a little bit better judo and grappling skills. But Claudio Ribeiro, he's a real wild guy. He has good movement, throws a lot of kicks, nice crosses, nice counterattacks. Big, crazy power. He likes to throw leg kicks to lead hooks, and the lead hooks and his leg kicks are really what he really likes to go for. And he's just really vicious. He's nasty. He goes for the kill with every shot that he throws. And Alhassan is very similar. I mean, in the pocket, he goes in there and he's a gunner. He likes to throw a little bit cleaner. He throws straighter shots, and he's a little bit more technical. So if they get in a brawl early, maybe Razak will get the better of it. But we have seen Razak put out cold quick as well in his fight with Chaos Williams. And I feel like this is a very similar type of fight where either guy could get knocked out early on. With Razak, he has the grappling in his back pocket. In his last fight, his cardio looked better than ever, where he was able to maintain his pace and win the third round. And that was pretty surprising. I mean, most of the time when you see Abdul Razak get out of the first round, his cardio just falls off a cliff. But in that fight, he was actually able to maintain it and showed good cardio. And with Claudio Ribeiro, he's one of these guys that likes to explode and then rest. And sometimes he can get real tired and kind of like take rounds off, but then get second wins. So his cardio is a little bit questionable as well, but I think that he is a little bit weird in the way that he maintains his gas tank, but historically he's maintained a little bit better than Abdul Razak Alhassan. I'm not ready to say Razak's cardio issues are all solved just because of one fight. So I'm going to go with Ribeiro be a first round knockout here. It's a fight that I think could go either way, and I don't really have like a great lean to either side, but he's younger, he's bigger, he's a little bit hungrier, I would say, because he's making his debut in the UFC. He probably has more dreams than Abdul Razak does at this point, and I think that he's going to go out there and knock out Razak in the first round. So I'm going to go with Claudio Ribeiro, but we want to stay away from picking a side and betting this fight on the money line. But if I was going to bet anything, I guess I would go with the under. Even that's juiced as well, so I just don't have a lot of interest in this fight, but for a pick, I got to pick someone, and I'm going to pick Claudio Ribeiro.